Welcome everyone. Today I have a Dota auto chess guide to knights. Now I have prepared two different knight videos, but I want to look at the highlight of some of the knight build that can be quite interesting. So what you're seeing is this is a 3-star Legion commander with close to 1000 basic attack damage, with about 26 armor, with tons of different buffs. And in this video we're looking into how to build your infinite scaling 3-star Legion commander. Now, of course, the knight build is not just about Legion commanders, so we go with a traditional knight build as well on the second part of the guide. But the first part, I want to show you guys some interesting build. So we're looking at a replay over here, and let's go through the replay and let me briefly go through how to build your raid boss Legion commander with infinite scaling. Well, technically, she can scale a lot. So what you're looking at is this is actually a casual game because this is the end of the season. So I'm waiting for the second season to start and decide to try some fun build. You can see my account on this account is currently king. I have made 3 queen accounts during practice and making videos, and I thought, you know what, let's try something fun. I'm open to any build and open to any synergies. I just want to try something interesting. So when did I decide to play Legion Commander, or when do I decide to play the Knights? Is that looking at my current selection of tier 2 items, something interesting happens. I see Legion Commander on round 4 and also see the Purvis, which is an item that can scale with a lot of bonus armor if you get an early game unit and decide to keep this unit for the entire game or majority of the game. So Legion Commander goes on the field, and I just going to have some random units that help Legion Commander to win the fights, and then we're going to give her the pelvis. So let's briefly talk about this neutral item and why do I kind of like it. There's a very rare situations you get to use this one. Sometimes it works on a Beastmaster, sometimes it works on an early game unit. This item is a tier 2 item that provides you with 5 bonus armor, but if the unit that holds this item gets below 50% HP, there is a pretty high chance to permanently increase the armor of this item by 1. And this is one of the first infinite scaling for the Legion Commander if you want to try this build. You can do something similar as well, and boots is always a must-have with bonus health regeneration and also better movement speed. Together with Blink Dagger, we pretty much have everything we wanted for the Legion Commander. So why Blink Dagger? Because Blink Dagger allows Legion Commander to go to the back line and start, getting attacked and also attacking enemies. Legion Commander's passive allows you to gain Retaliate, which means you can counter-attack with a lifesteal. And this is especially powerful when she stacks a lot of damages, defensiveness, and also bonus effects. So at this moment, you don't get to see her how strong she is because she's facing a Panda with a Vanguard, and we're not killing each other, which is quite sad. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Now I haven't decided whether I want to go for a win streak or losing streak, and eventually I decide, you know what, let's go with a win streak. It is always better if you want to run Legion Commanders to try to go for a win streak and try to win a majority of the time. So what I'm trying to do for the Legion Commander, and yes guys, if you want a proper Knights build, the second part of the video, I'll teach you guys how to do the Knights build properly. On the first part, I just want to share how to build a very cool Legion Commander that can scale a lot in the game. So this Legion Commander, her abilities to retaliate gives her lifesteal, and each time if she can win the home battle round, she will permanently gain 10 bonus damage for the rest of the game if you keep this unit. And you notice that she says winner and she gains permanent 10 damage. This is how she can also infinite scales towards bonus damage. There are other ways of scaling her because each Legion Commander that survives a home battle will give you 10 bonus damage for the future runs. And this means that if you technically have 4 different Legion Commanders, 2 of the 2 stars and 2 of the 1 stars, you can gain 40 bonus damage each time they survive the home battle. This is very idealistic. Sometimes I often see people with 2-star Legion Commanders to benefit from this. Now, on top of having Legion Commander to survive the round, I'm also trying to get 4 or 3 humans. 3 humans is not the game changer, but each time you have 3 humans, it's as if you're gaining 2 free gold because they give you bonus experience. There is very rare situations where 3 humans are not great. The only downside is that if you plan to roll for low tier units, 3 humans may be a little bad if you're planning to roll for tier 1 units. For tier 2 units like, the Chaos Knight or Luna, that's okay if you go to level 5 or level 6. And for me at the moment, I am going myself a little higher just to get myself established, and I don't mind losing, because if Legion Commander takes damage below 50% HP, she will also gain the Perfect effect for chance of permanent bonus armor. Now, again, if you guys do want to see how a proper knight is built, stay tuned for the second part of this guide, because I want to share this fun build, and then I'll also teach you guys properly how to play a knight build with a lot of chores. Yes, knights and chores are the ultimate stable build that can give you top 3 most of the time if you're not contested. What do I mean by contesting is if there's another player rolling for 3-star knights, both of you are going to have a very difficult time. But if there's only one knight player and you know what you're doing, majority of the time you'll become top 3 because the knight build is so stable. It won't be the strongest build, but it's not the weakest. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit and come to round 10. Nothing too special, we're winning, we're losing the rounds simply because I'm very greedy with 3 humans. In order to have a stronger knights build, you tend to have 4 trolls and also 2 knights, and this will give you the best synergy with Bat Rider. Now, coming to round 10, I do want to ban units that can greatly enhance my chances of finding the units I wanted. Now, one of the reasons I'm looking at the banning of units is that, firstly, we want the trolls, right? The trolls are low tier. If we ban the hunters, this is usually the best way for tier 1 and also tier 2 units. Because if we ban the warriors, we are going to lose Hasker. We want Hasker as one of the tier 3 trolls. And if we ban elves, we're going to lose Luna. We don't want to lose the knight or the Hasker the troll, so I decided to ban the hunters because of this. It's quite important to decide what units you want to ban, especially when you're planning to roll for 3 stars. Now, actually, did I ban the units? No, I don't have enough gold for now. So, at the moment, it's always good if you can get into 4 trolls to make your team super strong. But if you can't, having 3 humans in majority of the game, it's okay. Except the fact if you plan to roll for low tier knights. If you're rolling for lower tier knights, which you're going to see later, I do not recommend going beyond level 5. Rolling for knights at level 5 is the best way to go to find your crucial tier 1 chores. Those can be very powerful, especially with the dazzle. So, in terms of the relics, I decided to just take the neutral item with Stolen Vault, and after double checking the knights I wanted, and also the chores, of course, I'm going to ban the hunters. I'm still looking around. So, nothing too special for the Legion Commander, and of course, banning the warrior will be terrible. I'll lose my Hasker. So yes, I did ban the hunters eventually after deciding what is the best rates for my Legion Commander and also for the other units. Well, it doesn't really boost the rates for Legion Commander, keep in mind. I actually want the other tier 1 and also tier 2 knights. So fast forward a little bit, I'm decided to not spend any gold until round 15. Now, during this time, you can see there's another player who's also having a 2-star Legion Commander. That is not great, because this kind of reduces my chance of finding 2-star and 3-star Legion Commander, but it's okay, you know, I thought I'd give it a try. So, I'm still maintaining the 3 humans, and then I start to collect a lot of variety of knights. This is the same method if you're playing normal knights without Legion Commander. If you're not using Legion Commander, you're looking for Bat Rider, Chaos Knight, and also Luna to 3-star. Those are the only 3 knights you wanted at this stage, together with all 4 of the different trolls, including Dazzle, Witch Doctor, Hasker, and then Bat Rider. Now, it is optional to go for a 3-star Shadow Shaman, but it is not a game changer. It is the last priority for the Shadow Shaman. So, when do we start rolling is once we get to round 15, we'll start rolling for the knights. Let's have a look. Gonna pick greedy and we start rolling for the knights. I have saved a lot of economy. I even pick a Rubik, but Rubik is not essential. Surprisingly guys, finding a 3-star Dazzle is a game changer for the knights. Often you think how strong the knights are with Chaos Knight and everything, but the 3-star Dazzle keeps the team alive, allows your Chaos Knight Luna to do the highest damage. So I always advocate to get a 3-star Dazzle if you plan to play knights. So the priorities of getting 3-star knights are going to be Dazzle, Luna, and also Chaos Knight. I still want Legion Commander, but it's very hard to find it. I'm also skipping the Shadow Shaman for now. Finding a 3-star Bat Rider is good, finding a 3-star Witch Doctor is not bad, finding a 3-star Now, Haskell is good, but those can be very difficult or not that game-changing. So it's always good to know which knights you're looking for. At the same time, I'm also looking for Legion Commander. So you can see I found the Haskell and we keep rolling. So round 6 or level 6 is not ideal to roll for low tier knights because you lose a lot of chances for your tier 1 knights. But that's okay, because there's more chance for Legion Commander, right? And you can see, having a Blink Dagger together with boots on Legion Commander means that she can isolate units in the back line. And if she was 2-star, oh boy, it is much stronger. Took me so long and I can't find her to 2-star. So I also have 2 Legion Commanders on the field, just to show you guys over here. And this means after both of them surviving the round, I will gain 20 bonus damage for this round, and this is permanent. So once they're fused, all the bonus damage will be combined. And unfortunately, there's also, players taking Batrider and also players taking Legion Commander. So here, there's nothing too special. We're just gonna assign the knight units to the side of the board. This allows us to have a very sharp angle to kill units single-handedly with focus fire. Having 4 trolls here is better than having 4 knights. And finally, having a Chaos Knight in the front and also Dazzle in the front is also really good. Chaos Knight can pretty much 2-shot most enemies, and Dazzle, once Dazzle gets damaged, he can cast Shadow Grave, and Shadow Grave is a massive game changer. So let's have a look. So Chaos Knight with 4 trolls, 2 swings, or 3 swings, take down the Anti-Mage, and it is so powerful. And before you know it, when your units are about to die, the Dazzle will protect them, and then this gives them a few seconds of invulnerability, which is really good for the 3-star knights. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. What you're going to see is at the moment I have an interesting choice. I can go for higher levels for chances of increased chance of my Haskell and also chances of increased chance for my Legion Commander. But I know that increased chances will also reduce the chance of my tier 1 units, like, the Dazzle and also Witch Doctor and also the tier 2 units. They will stay the same with the rates. So it is a balance. Most knights rolled on level 5. I decided to go to level 6 just because I had more humans, and this helps me to stabilize a little bit with my health. Most players are quite greedy at the moment. They're using trolls, they're using priest, and also they're using humans. And this gives us more chance of winning the fights with Legion Commander. So each round Legion Commander wins the home battle and survives, he will or she will gain 10 bonus damage. And in order, oh, I did find the 2-star Legion Commander, by the way, and that was a massive upgrade. So here what I want to show you guys is, while rolling for the knights, it's important for you to prioritize. I am stacked with a lot of good knights, but in order to prioritize, notice here, I can't have that many Batriders. I need to sacrifice some space. So I decided to give up on finding a 3-star Witch Doctor for now, and I might give up finding the 3-star Batrider. I'm prioritizing on Luna, Chaos Knight, and also Dazzle. I also don't want to sell the 2-star Haskell, so those are the units I'm keeping for now. Now we're going to defeat enemies, and here look at the relics. There isn't a game-changing relic for us at the moment, and I opt for more economy because I know more economy will give me more chances of finding 3-star units that will dramatically change the build. I'm not going for any other knights, keep that in mind. Whatever knights you're playing, it's hard to get to 4 and also 6 knights, and it's not a game changer. It's much better to stay on 4 trolls and 3 knights, and then go with 4 trolls and 4 knights, or then go with 6 trolls and also 4 knights, which I'll teach you guys very soon. Now, in terms of Legion Commander, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Legion Commander 2-star is very powerful, but we can't deal with illusions. And that happened to be a very strong illusion. So I decided to roll very deep here. I wouldn't say this is the best choice, just because I had so many units stacked on the table, and I decided to overflood the board. I don't recommend you doing that, and you saw that I also missed a Luna. So I found a 3-star Chaos Knight, and I also find a 3-star Dazzle. No time to adjust the units. And this is something you needed, because after round 20, enemy players will become very strong. If you're still staying on 2-star knights, you will not have a good time. Now, knights will be very strong once you find them to 2-star during round 20 to round 35. After round 35, they will fall off. So in order to not let them fall off, you have to itemize depending on the enemies you're facing, which we'll talk about as well. So, after depleting my economy, I'm still on the top of the leaderboard, but I want to stabilize. So I'm not going to spend my gold anymore. I'm going to wait for after round 25 and then wait for my economy goes back to 40 gold. Having a 3-star KS9 and also Dazzle means I will be very strong for a long time. And also Legion Commander is surviving, gaining additional life, or gaining additional armor and also bonus damage. So she has 9 bonus armor permanently with this item. As long as I don't lose the powers, she will keep the armor. She also has 130 bonus damage. Together with her innate bonus damage, she's sitting on 250 bonus damage. And this is just the start. Now, if you guys do want to see the full replay, I do recommend watching the last part to see how this build was turned out and how we structured this build. So, nothing too special, I'm just scouting around to see what other players are playing and what are the contests to me. One of the concerns for me is going to be mages, other concern might be warriors or might be goblins, because mages will kill us too quickly, while goblins and warriors have too much armor for us to go through them. This is when we have to itemize accordingly for the much later game. And here you saw how powerful the Dazzle is. So, my unit's about to get killed, and because Dazzle casts Shadow Grave, we can survive for a long time. This also enhances your ability to lifesteal or regenerate life while under the Shadow Grave. Legion Commander is slowly becoming a raid boss. Neutral round, nothing too special. So, item choices. So, I did notice there are some players playing 3 mages or even 6 mages eventually. And even though lifesteal is very good, I'm recommending going with a Pipe of Insight if you can for the knights. And this gives you the best opportunity to defend against the mages for much cheaper price. You don't have to go with 2 Nagas or 4 Nagas, just a Pipe of Insight is okay for a majority of the fights. And also, after round 26, you would want to go to higher levels for 4 knights and also 4 trolls. A 3-star Luna will give me a lot of damage bonus. Now, in terms of the Pipe of Insight, I like to give this item to my tanky unit. It is good to give with Legion Commander, but Legion Commander is only 2-star, and KS9 is already 3-star. So I was like, you know what, let's give it to the KS9. It is also not bad to give Legion Commander the Basher, but I was rolling for some other items and end up having the item that is not useful for our build, because we're not summoning any units. So let's have a look. What should I do now? I am on level 7. This means I have greatly enhanced chance of finding Legion Commander and also Troll Warlord. And I'm just waiting for my economy. By round 31, I'll start rolling. I also change my position a little bit. Having Blink on the Legion Commander is essential. Even though you notice here she died, she actually did a better job for the rest of the team. The AoE damage coming from the Dawnbreaker was split apart, so she can't kill my team, but she only took down the Legion Commander. And also, a lot of players like to try 6 knights. I really do recommend going with 6 trolls over 6 knights. Knights are defensive, but most of the time in later game, it is better to be more offensive than defensive, which I'll explain to you guys very soon. Because, if you kill the enemies, they can't kill you, right? If you're being defensive, there's always something that gets through the defense, like pure damage, magical damage, stuns, and things like that. And we're pretty stable, having the 3 stars on the table and having the Legion Commander that is scaling every round. I can see players are playing some creative builds in this game. And something I do want to notice, that this is a concern. This player is playing 6 humans, and he's playing a lot of Legion Commander, and that is not going to be good for me. Because once I start roll for 3-star Legion Commander, we're going to get stuck, and none of us are going to find her. I don't get why he's going for Legion Commander though, because there's so many good things that you can go with 6 humans, but Legion Commander is the one that doesn't cast any spells, right? But we do massive crits. You see the 1.6k crits, and Legion Commander is critting for over 1k. Now, round 30, something interesting I want to share with you guys. Notice I broke my synergy. I'm having 3 different Legion Commanders on the board, and if they all survive, they will gain 10 bonus permanent damage for each of them. So Effectively for neutral run, if you can survive with your Legion commanders, you can gain up to how many Legion commanders you have on the table. So for me over here, I can easily gain 30 bonus damage. It is not a lot, but it adds up. So let's say if you're getting 10 bonus damage every round, for 30 rounds, that's 300 bonus damage, which is like a divine rapier. Now, surprisingly, I'm sitting on a lot of health, so I decided to go with Dumbledore for more gold. So I'm gonna get back my synergies. There's no point having 2 weak Legion commanders after the neutral run. Having a 2-star Legion commander can work, but I don't have the additional slot. So around this time, I'm rolling for any unit that is going to be 3-star, and that means the majority of my team. The downside, as you saw earlier, I cannot find a 3-star Legion commander because the other player also have all the units I wanted, and we're kind of stuck. So what I'm doing now is I'm just rolling for a 3-star Bat Rider and also a 3-star Witch Doctor. It is also okay to go up in levels, but then you lose the chance of finding Bat Rider and also Witch Doctor. I'm only doing this because I have enough economy. Now, if you notice, Legion Commander will blink to the back, kill the units in the back lines, and this gives us the best chance of winning the fights. And you can see there's 2 Legion Commanders that's taken by someone else, which is very difficult for me at this moment. But I figured, you know what, if we're rolling for all the 3 stars, this may be the best way. But I should have waited though. I think he's about to die. The better way to do this is wait for him to die, and then I roll for the Legion Commander. Now, what are the Knights good for? Knights are good for Void team. Knights are good for a lot of teams that is just universal. If your Knights are 3-star with the right items, then you tend to beat a majority of the team, or you won't lose too badly. Knights are not the ultimate late game team unless you get really lucky with items. But that said, you know, sometimes you can be overwhelmed by summons, other times you can be overwhelmed by a surprise build that controls you like this, the 6 beast. But, you know, Knights are very stable. Also, I'm going to replace my Luna, reposition my Luna because she was in the front line. But she did a lot of damage though. So, notice that even with a 2-star Legion Commander, she did more damage than most of my team with other 3 stars. And finally, I am rolling for my final 3 stars. It is not a must-have, I'm always selling the Rubik for the cheaper ones after the discount. And 3-star Witch Doctor or 3-star Bat Rider is good, but it's not a game changer. So, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. And during this time, I can see there's mages, so giving Legion Commander any magic protection will be great. So, one thing happened around this time. The player with the 2-star Legion Commander died, and this gives me the motivation to keep rolling for 3-star Legion Commander. The build requires a 3-star Legion Commander, so let's have a look. Now, I did notice the enemy player is a Goblin player with the Dentis, and that means they do pure damage, and this takes away all the defense coming from my units. So, in order to beat him, I have to find a way to break pure damage. One of the ways to do this is to turn your damage into pure damage, and so I can go through the armor, and this can come from Radiance, this can come from Battle Fury, or this can come from the tier 5 item with Havoc Hammer. But if I don't find those crucial items, well, you gotta see what happens. Not too good, right? Because they have so much armor, and they have so much heal, and also so much bonus damage. And also their damage is also pure damage. Firstly, let's try to find Legion Commander. I'm also picking the IO. I also forgot to fuse the Bat Rider. A little mistake over here. So, because I know it's going to be a neutral run, I'm going to give the essential items to my Legion Commander while getting ready to craft items for my units. And I can see he's actually quite strong. He found a 3-star Snipe Fire, and that's a lot of damage. So, let's have a look at the dragon. So, the dragon kill, nothing too special. I could have put down more Legion Commander, of course, for a little more bonus damage, and also my Legion Commander died. I was very fortunate to find both the Aegis and also Battle Fury. That is what I needed. This gives me a fighting chance. Now, second thing to that, I'm gonna look for wizards while looking for a 3-star Legion Commander. So why wizards? Because wizards plus the 5 trolls and also 3 knights is the ultimate way to go with 6 trolls and also 4 knights. And now we have Legion Commander. Itemization is not the best. Let's get rid of the items and let's replace the items. Now, something happened over here. But keep in mind there's an item on the floor, and this means I can't give item to the Legion Commander. The UI is a little bugged. So I can only give item once she moves out of the item and once I can have a little more space. And that of course led to my team dying super fast without items on my strongest unit. So I'm gonna replace, gonna get the item onto the right unit, and now something interesting happens. I need to find a way to get something better and also deal high damage. I can go with more defensiveness, but ultimately having higher damage is gonna be the way to go. So all the items are rolled and I don't need much magic defense, I just want items that Legion Commander can take down the enemy before they take down us. So let's have a look at the fights now with most of my items. Now, I'm keeping the wizards, I'm ready to go to level 9, and this is my final goal for the build. This is also the normal build, by the way, if you're not playing Legion Commander. Legion Commander did okay. She cleared half of the board. And with the Aegis, she could come back and clear the rest of them. But you do notice that her burst damage is not as high as Snapfire. Snapfire is a very powerful single target unit. And surprisingly, she's very good. So, I noticed that both of us have a lot of health, so there's no point of rushing for, try to kill them with a particular unit. And I have to bind my time to level 9. And you can see he's already level 11, so he wants to finish me fast. One of the ways I can kind of hold down a little more is having the Dazzle to cast spells, and this means my units will survive much longer. I also want to place my Legion Commander in a position that she can take down the backline by blinking behind enemies. Also getting the range of my buffs and also auras will be essential. So let's have a look. Battle Fury is essential over here to cut through the armor. So look at this, Legion Commander 2-shotted the backline, and now she's going ham. So positioning, I did okay. Not bad. I still can't deal with the Snapfire, but I took down the rest of the team. So even though I'm losing, I'm binding my time for level 9. And next time maybe I get a better positioning. So I'll teach you guys a little bit about positioning as well, especially when you have a blinking unit. So I'm going to readjust my team a little bit. I can see that his Snapfire is directly over here where my mouse is, so I'm going to put the Legion Commander right in front of it. So the Legion Commander will blink right next to the Snapfire, having higher chance of taking down the Snapfire. And so you can see where the Snapfire is. Now the downside is, this also gives Legion Commander a higher chance of getting killed by the Snapfire. But because she has Aegis, I don't really mind. So she goes in, took down the techies, and now she's gonna main fight the Snapfire. So how we won the fight was actually because of Dazzle. Dazzle protected the Legion Commander, and this gave us the better chance. Here we go. Keep in mind, during this time, my Legion Commander is always growing. Each round that she wins, and each round that she goes below 50% HP, she will gain bonus armor and also permanent damage. So she's sitting on she's sitting on 19 bonus armor, and she's sitting on 300 bonus damage. 250. The additional 50 coming from Battle Fury. Around 40, nothing too special. So now that our HP is getting halved, what I really wanted to do is I want to go to level 9 as quickly as I can. And once I get to level 9, with enough economy, I do want to get ready for my 6 trolls and also 4 knights. And this is why I've been preparing the wizards. Let's have a look. And now I'm giving the best item to Legion Commander. The rest of the item, they're not too great, so I decided to give to anybody else. So he have not changed his position for the Snapfire. It's good. Legion Commander can go in and bait her away and take her down. And even if I don't take the Snapfire down, she's already distracted that she can't kill the rest of my team. And the rest of my team are very strong. His strongest unit is the Snapfire, and if I can isolate the Snapfire, I have a better chance. Look at this. Just literally one-man army. So, I've been waiting for a lot of rounds, and now I can finally go to level 9. And now we just need one more troll. This is a little awkward. I should have kept one Dazzle or Shadow Shaman. So, having the Shadow Shaman means that we have 6 trolls and also 4 knights using the Wizard synergy. This is a big upgrade. Let me get some water, let me explain. Now, during this time, I took back the Luna because Luna is actually the weakest out of the knights. I can't take back Batrider because I will need for the 6 trolls, and Chaos Knight is actually very good against armor. Luna over here is much countered because she will deal physical damage, while the enemies have so much armor coming from goblins. So this is why Luna is not going to be essential in the much later stage of the game. A traditional knight can build a stronger Luna, but this is not the case for me. I'm building a stronger Legion Commander. Unfortunately, the Dazzle did not cast Shadow Grave on the Legion Commander, and that actually led to the downfall of the fight. I mean, we still won. Did we win? We almost lost. So Chaos Knight was the saving grace. So now we have 6 trolls. Each attack will increase attack damage, which allows us to infinitely scale attack damage by a stack of 7. Attack speed. My fault. So 6 trolls will give you a lot of bonus attack speed each time you attack, and this can stack up to super strong knights in the later game, together with the right items. Let's have a look. What I want to do is I want to have the Legion Commander jump into the backlines, killing the backlines, then coming to the front lines and killing the rest of them. I purposely move away the Legion Commander so that she's not blinking on the Snapfire. I noticed the Snapfire have a tier 5 item with Satanic, and this will waste too much time trying to kill her. It's better I kill everything else. So that was the plan. Look at this Legion Commander. Now she's gonna go for Rampage. So much Rampage, right? So I killed the rest of his team, and his Snapfire is not fast enough as the Legion Commander because we have Battle Fury. And the Sven is not match. So Legion Commander and Chaos Knight did over close to 20,000 damage together. And now the fight is pretty much stabilized. I just need to make sure I don't make a crucial mistake. Why I said that is, I need to make sure the Legion Commander is not fully controlled or fully focused on the Snapfire. And this means I'm looking at the positioning. I don't want the Legion Commander to be fighting Snapfire, I want her to be killing everything else. That's why I've still gave her the Blink Dagger. I was gonna take the Blink Dagger away actually. Let's have a look. But she went two-shotted whatever's in the backline, and now the backline's gone. And the front line won because of Dazzle. So the 2 MVP are Legion Commanders and also Dazzle. And there we go. That was the Raid Boss Legion Commander. And it kind of showed you guys how to roll for the crucial units for the Knights, and then how I rolled for the Legion Commander. The most important items were Blink Daggers, Purvis help a lot in the early game, and then the Battle Fury, followed by the Aegis if you can find it, or maybe Lincoln Spear or BKB is also great for her. Now, I mentioned a lot that I'll show you guys a proper Knights game. So let's have a look at a different Knights game with a high rank Knights game. So we're not going to go through all the runs, but what I'm going to show you guys is for a proper Knights game, I'm actually not leveling up. I'm staying on level 5 and I'll be rolling for my Knights. Finding Maelstrom for the Knights are really good because most of the time you go with 4 trolls. And here, you're not going to level and you're not going to do much until round 15. Let's have a look over here. So, over here again, we're looking at what to ban, and it's important to consider what are the best way to ban to increase your chance of finding tier 2 units. And you can see I'm always looking. And here, I can ban Orcs, I can ban something else. What did I ban? I actually forgot. But of course, you're waiting for round 15 to be rolling for the Knights. So coming over to round 15. Round 15, you pick the greedy passive, you roll for the Knights, and here the Knights we're rolling for are the 4 trolls and also 3 Knights. We're rolling for Luna, Batrider, Chaos Knight. Then we're rolling for Dazzle, Witch Doctor, and also Husker, and also potentially Dazzle or the Shadow Shaman. I always get those two mixed up. The Shadow Shaman is okay, but I don't recommend going with 3-star Shadow Shaman. You might be too crowded with your units. Because you only have 5 units on the table, you want to get those units to 3-star as quickly as you can. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, and yes, I'll show you guys the full replay. So here you can see, I overflowed the board, I eventually found my Bat Rider, and this helped a lot. Notice I didn't keep the additional Shadow Shaman, because Shadow Shaman is not a great knight. It's actually a little weaker knight. And unfortunately I couldn't find a 2-star, Witch Doctor to replace him. But a 3-star Dazzle is incredible. 3-star Dazzle gives you 3 units pretty much invulnerability for a few seconds, and this really allows your other 3-star knights like Luna or Chaos Knight to kill everything. Now, what you're gonna see is we keep rolling until we find a majority of the 3-star units. And then after round 25, this is some time you want to stop rolling. So I am still missing my 3-star Witch Doctor and also a 3-star Husker, but it is no longer worth it to be rolling. So the previous match, you can see that I was rolling for a Legion Commander, and here I didn't even take a Legion Commander. I'm using cheap items like Vanguard, cheap items like Maelstrom, pieces of armor, and also any item that can help my unit survive. And I'm not trying to build a massive item. Defensive item and also offensive item goes on the Luna. Defensive item goes on the Chaos Knight, while offensive item goes on the Luna. And I quickly go into 4 Knights and also 4 Trolls. Now my next goal is to go to level 9 with 6 Trolls and also 4 Knights. This is a crucial change point. If you keep rolling after round 26, you might not have enough economy or time to get to level 9 before enemy kills you. And that was quite scary. I actually had a 4 priest that took 2 of my units. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I was like, whoa, a priest. Priest is a good counter for the knights, as they can easily mind control your strongest unit like Luna or Chaos Knight, and then you're stuck. So here I was like, oh no, it's a priest. So I decided to, of course, roll my items so I can find a contest to the priest. And of course, as expected, guys, I did not find the right item for the priest, which is a little awkward. So you can see the entire replay of this particular guide. So what I really wanted to show you guys is what to do after, once you have the right economy. So I managed to get to round 31. And once I got to round 31, I will be looking for my units, and same as before, I will have 4 Knights, 4 Knights and also 6 Trolls using the Wizard Synergy. That is the biggest highlight. Once you get to round 31 with level 9, 6 Trolls and also 4 Knights, your units become super durable, and they also deal a lot more damage. And you can see Luna going supersonic. So, and that is how you play a standard knight. Notice when you play a standard knight, usually people don't go for Legion Commander. But Legion Commander is a little mimi. It is a little more scaling in an ultra late game compared to the Luna, because she's very one-directional. She only deals physical damage, and no matter how many good items I give to her, she can still fall off, and that is the biggest concern. I'll leave you guys to the rest of this replays to see what happens in this final fight. And yes, I did forget to mention, if you go to ultra late game, you can go to level 11 with 6 Knights and also 6 Trolls. And you get to see this because only Knight is also in the game. Together with Troll Warlord, this build can become even stronger. And of course, it is situational to have those legendary units, but even if you don't have any legendary Trolls or Knights, you can still make 6 Knights and also 6 Trolls for the ultra late game for level 11 using this build. Leave you guys a little cliffhanger to see what happens in the final fight against the final boss for this particular replay. So what I do now is I'll provide you guys with a Legion Commander replay and also high rank Knight replay, so you get to see how to play Knights properly and how to play the Legion Commander Raid Boss Knight with infinite scaling.
yes!
Some kind of fight?
The Dusk is always ready for a fight. So brave for you. Oh, yes.
It's Commander Tresden to you.
That is a price on all your heads.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
My spirit returns to flesh.
Ice is nice. Enchanted, I'm sure.
When you play with Lena, you tend to get burned.
Ready for shenanigans?
Knight in blackest armor.
Not maceless.
The sleep blows here. I am a robot. Yeah, just kidding. It's now David me!
service of Salamene.
No grave for you. This one's on me.
When you play with Lena,
In the service of Salamene.
With bones and spears I come.
No grave. A stronger sacrifice.
A new moon.
Monster kill.
My bones.
No grave.
Hell yeah!
In the service.
When the time is right, we will strike.
Command.
Tusker! Tusker!
With bone!
I shall profane the land with my hoofbeats. Triple kill! Mega kill.
It's Commander Tresden to you.
full moon. With bones and spells I come.
Time to save the world.
With bones! Death now!
There are none who cannot be mimicked.
You silent demon witch.
There are none who cannot be mimicked.
Death now!
There are none who cannot be mimicked.
My bones men. Hell yeah!
loyalty will be rewarded.
My spirit returns to flesh.
There are none who cannot be mimicked.
My spirit returns to flesh. From my shadow guide, I bear a message of death for my enemies.
shields front!
There's no taming me! Hell yeah!
In the service of Salamene.
Hey, thanks! There's no taming me!
Tusker! Knight in blackest armor. This one's on me. No grave for you.
It's Commander Dresden to you.
Ice is nice.
Tusker! Stand.
Time for target practice.
No grave for you.
trails I come.
My spirit return.
So brave.
A new moon.
My spirit.
Death Note. My boy.
I shall profane. So brave.
With bone.
In the sur.
Hell yeah.
In the sur.
Death Note.
A new moon.
With bones.
My spirit return. from my shadow.
In the sur-
I shall
Hell yeah!
in the sur-
From my shadow.
A new moon.
cannot be mimicked. Time to save the world. Again.
Time to shove off.
Of nature.
Time to save the world.
Speedy and Mortimer.
No Slytherin remained failed.
Time to save the world. Again. Time to save the world. Again.
Righteous! Gracious me!